Hey, what's up? I hope you all are doing good. I am back with a daily recap for July 27th. I haven't seen you guys in a few days. I've been a little bit busy over the weekend, and it's just been kind of a crazy last end week for me. Work got pretty crazy, but happy to be back, happy to be here, and took a trade today. So let's talk about that and maybe kind of get into how I've been the last few days. I traded DYAI today. I was watching it for. Let me go over what I was doing. So when I watched it broke down, I considered a VWAP rejection here. When VWAP was, I think VWAP was around like 450, maybe 440. So I considered like, all right, that might be a good play. But something in me just kind of told, with it basing where it was like around, I think it was the $4, kind of based on the $4. This is easy to borrow, and ignore the fact I got this switch for something else. But this is easy to borrow, and I was just like, I feel like with VWAP this close, the current market we're in is a little on and off, and that support, I was like, I'm gonna wait for this outer lines, no VWAP for me. So with that, I decided to do outer lines. My play on this was going to be 480 and 5. 480 and 5 were going to be my two shorts on that. Now, let me tell you guys what I kind of did on this. This halted. You can't really see, but it halted right in here. I think after this green candle, yeah. So there's that break there. And when it did this, I kind of reevaluated my plan. I had a lot of the moderators in the chat who were kind of saying, "This is trappy. Like, be careful with this. Let the top form." Like all these different types of things. And I still thought that these outer lines are probably going to play, but maybe it was a little hesitation. I don't really feel like it was much hesitation though. I think it was just kind of, I was reading the room after that halt, not knowing how strong it wanted to be. I think the biggest factor was there was no other stock running at the time. So the volume was here. The volume could have gone to BTBT today, but it didn't. That was breaking down. And so this was kind of the only option for a hot chick. It just got halted, had power, volume was coming in. So I told myself, I'm going to wait and I'm going to let this play out. So when it hit my lines at 480 and 5, I didn't enter. Obviously, hindsight now, those outer lines worked, looks really good, but I don't feel like I did anything wrong by waiting. I told my tag group, I had this in Discord, I said, I'm going to wait for confirmation on this. Just because market conditions, what the moderators are saying, the volume, the hot chick, I want to wait for confirmation to play this. So that's exactly what I did. So, we unhalt, we run up, test those outer lines, kind of break here, and we're just hovering here. So again, this confirmed to me at the time, let me move this box here, this whole area right here confirmed to me at the time that I didn't want to be entering without confirmation. Because after that halt, after, it should have kind of rejected and come down, it held VWAP right here, and it continued just to kind of chug back and forth. So again, I was like, I am waiting for confirmation. And that's exactly what we had right here with that red candle. That's a stuff, went up, hit, about 515 there, I'd say, and just stuffed on us. Biggest red candle of the day so far. I'm not going to really call that a death candle. I think I would feel comfortable calling that a death candle if it came down here, like broke 450. But I understand if you're calling it a death candle. But specifically when it stuffed and then came down through VWAP, I said, all right, that's the confirmation. And so I was proud of myself for this entry here. Let me get up on it so you guys can see better. Proud of myself for this entry. I've seen this happen a dozen times over. The moderators, I knew they were going to be all over this. I mean, this is where it really comes into play, watching the videos, reviewing the charts. Because I said, after this stuff, through VWAP, the moderators are going to be all over this little bounce to VWAP. And they're probably going to be willing to scale up and risking that, the top of the move or something. And so I was just like, all right, I'm not going to hesitate. I was like, whatever, here we go, bam. So I slammed only 20 shares. Like you guys know, I'm still doing small size, especially with this market condition. I'm just trying to build up my confidence, and I'm still in the learning phase, and so I don't want to be losing hundreds here and there. Why lose hundreds here and there when I can lose $10, $8, $20 and learn the same lessons? You know what I'm saying? So I got my size in there. I'm really happy with this entry, confirmed by a couple of the moderators who posted the exact same charts. So entry, I think, was golden right here. Now here comes into, a kind of a lesson, but I felt this one. After it held up, VWAP, after that, I would expect it, after this stuff, I want this to drop 2 minutes tops. This one right here, I want you going down. This one could have led down, fine. But once this happened right here, I went, ugh, I'm not comfortable with that. And I know a lot of them are, specifically James. James, he covered his position either at this wick or right here. He covered right here. And he said he did a time stop on that, or that could have just been a mental time stop. But essentially what he said was, you know what? This isn't doing what I want it to do. Essentially, this isn't doing what I wanted it to do. And that's exactly what I was thinking. So I was I figured that I could have got stopped out there, but I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to put my stop there. If I get wicked, I get wicked. So played along, got wicked out, obviously. At the time, I was like, fuck, did I top take this wick? But I didn't. You know, later on it ran up. So overall, I would take this trade, again, 100 times over. I think this is profitable. This ticker in general is just really funky, really tricky, and, you know, I'm not stressing getting stopped out on it. But lesson learned, when it's not working for you, just take off. You can, you know, just take it off. But I also think this was a high odds, so I just let it sit and had my stop in. So I wasn't in full size. It was just minor size, nothing crazy. Like I said, I was just kind of testing the water with this. I would have been willing to scale, you know, up into like the 5 area here. But after it held here, I didn't want to be messing with it anymore. So anyway, that's kind of the trade. You know, the last few days have been difficult in the market, on and off. I've definitely felt some, you know, hesitation, felt some frustrations with it. But I know, you know, moderators taking red days, and people are all just kind of finding their bearings. So every day goes by, I do feel a little bit more connected. I do feel like I'm getting, you know, control of things a little bit better. And I think ultimately that's what really matters. And I'm staying in the game. I'm keeping my risk management. So, you know, coming into this rest of the week, what I really, really want to see, and I hope you guys hold me accountable for this with this video, I'm saying it here, I really want to see myself executing just over and over and over. Obviously high odds, but I want to be, you know, grinding those gears, flexing the muscles, not hesitating, not waiting, not being a chicken. And I think that's what I did here. I played the play when it was there, and I got stopped out. So anyway, that's kind of my daily recap for today. I'm going to keep it, you know, just basic with that. I hope this might have helped some of you guys. Let me know if you all took the same trade and if you kind of had the same thought process on it. But hope you guys stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow, July 28th, for the next recap. Bye-bye.